What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cooking with DJ. This is episode 2. We're making scrambled eggs or an omelet. Let's see how it goes. First part, I'm just going to be doing all the ingredients in the bowl, whisk it up nice and good, and then throw it in the pot. So part 2 will be on the stove. Let's get it started. Now it's 7:20 at night. Hell, if I want to have eggs, I can. Oh, look at that, it's taupe. Hey DJ, what's on the menu tonight? Oh well. Hang on, guys. Okay. I hate my phone. I gotta get a new one. Okay, let's do the eggs. Now, if you're like me, and you don't put the shells in the garbage disposal, I don't know why we don't, I put the trash can right here below me. And if you have granite countertops, or hell, any countertop, put a towel underneath your bowl while you're cracking your eggs so it doesn't get nasty on the counter, you know. Sometimes it drips. So. Can you guess who that is? Nice! Bet your ass. Either I'll fast forward through this or I won't. Fuck it. Depending on how hungry you are, put as many eggs as you fucking want. I usually do 5 or 6. Because I'm a boss. Of course, if you were Big John, you'd probably do 8 to 12, but I'm not that hungry. I will do 7 just so I can get rid of all the eggs in here. How about that? Try not to get any shell in there, because, you know, if you think you got all the shell, but then once you cook it, and then you eat it, and you bite down, kind of ruins it for the rest of the meal. Careful as possible. Now, last one was kind of sketchy. Alright. All the eggs are gone. Now with the omelet, I usually put in some milk. You know, this is eggs, for God's sakes. No biggie. Milk. 2%, whatever. Just eyeball it. 7 eggs. I'm going to do a fair amount. Whisk. Oh, Jesus. Can we bury it to the bottom? Oh my God! For God's sake, help me! Billy? Okay. Got the whisk. Doesn't that look awesome? Alrighty. Oh, let me just use a fork, get some of that wobbly goodness out of there, you know. Oh, there you go. Alright, on to part 2. I'll see you at the stove. It'll be instant for you, so. Just say it. And we're back. We're at the stove now. If you see the camera wobbling or moving in any way, it's the kitten. She'll probably play with those tripods. Alright. At our stove. Non-stick pan. Remember that. Unless you're doing an omelet and you're really good at flipping an omelet, you can use whatever pan you want. But if you're doing scrambled, which I'm probably going to do, non-stick. Easy cleanup. I'll put this on 4 or 5, medium heat. I'd use oil, but I'm going to use butter. Not real butter, because we don't buy real butter for some reason. And if we do buy real butter, it's only for cakes and things like that. Hey, stay hot. 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 Okay. Got eggs. This is the boring part. We're letting the butter melt. I tell you a joke, but I'm not a funny person. Oh. My mistake. Okay. Pour the eggs. I almost said the butter. Oh, that wasn't a twitch. Now we're going to crank up the heat to 6, so medium high. Y'all need to go out and pick some of this up. I'll bring it closer here. It's more than salt. Nature's seasoning. I don't know if you can read that. My camera's pretty shitty. But it's got everything in here. That's right. Salt, pepper, onion, garlic, celery, parsley. Garlic salt, garlic pepper, paprika. Smells good. Now this is a way that I find best to keep it from doing some funky stuff on the bottom of the pan, aka sticking. Go in from the side of the pan with the spatula. Go underneath and just push. Even though it's still liquid. Some of it has cooked down there, so. Something burning on the burner. Not good. I'm gonna crank it up to about 7 now. It'll keep going. Because it's so fucking boring, I need a beer. One thing I do need. Put a milk one over here. I'm going to keep the butter out because once this starts to get going, I'm going to put in more butter so it doesn't stick to the pan. And because I'm a butter freak, the kitten, Lucy here, is watching me make eggs as well, so at least I have an audience. Side job. Since this is taking so long, I'm going to cut out, do part 3 with the finishing up. I'll be back then. And we're back. So we're looking about done here. Depending on how much milk you put in, it should be some juiciness. Now, of course, you can put cheese in here while it's cooking, or even before it's cooked, anything you want. Shrimp. I sometimes put hot dogs. I also put hot dogs in almost anything I eat. Mac and cheese, ramen, whatever you want. Now remember I said keep that butter out to keep it from really grilling onto the bottom. Even though it's a non-stick pan, it still will stick a little bit. And we're going to crank that down to about 3. Let it melt a little bit. Scrambled, you don't have to chop it up too much. Once you flip them, or it starts to coagulate a little bit, it'll cutting itself up into little pieces, but you don't want them really tiny. That's just, you're sitting there with your fork and you're like an old person, you're falling off the fork, and it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing if you're around people. I swear, I don't have tremors, no, it's just tiny pieces, whatever. little bit more of that HS seasoning. Turn it off. Alright, we're done. Pretty goody gumdrops. And as you can tell, I'm sweating my butt off. I need a little drink and coke. Got a little bigger. Get your plate. Lock your stove. If you have a lock, we didn't used to, but oh, we do. Don't scratch the glass like I just did. Pour your eggs into a bowl, unless it's too many, then keep them in the pot. That seemed to work out really well there. Scrape off all the goodness. That butter. It's coming off like butter because of the butter. And there we go. Now from this point on, you do whatever the fuck you want with it. Ketchup on it, mustard, cheese, whatever. And it's been episode 2 of Cooking with DJSFB. Well, call me DJ, don't go through that long. And catch you guys next time. Peace out.